words.
I agree with you, and this is where I have the separation.
So there has to be a balance.
I just
don't know what that balance
my balance is bad, but this is kind of my balance, which is I don't talk to my family and them that often. Mm-hmm. So every time I do talk to them, I almost like pound it in their head because I was like, I don't talk to you a lot, I don't see you a lot, so I will, instead of just saying I love you, I will also add, I just want to let you know that I really love you and you are important to me.
I mean, that's fair. And since you don't talk to them very often.
Yeah. And it's like, I feel like it's important for them to actually know that I care, so I want to add that information.
Yeah, see, I get a weird reaction from people whenever I tell them, like, I genuinely think this, and they're like, you're just being sarcastic.
I mean, my family, up until recently, used to just think I was being a jackass, honestly. Mm-hmm. Because they're like, we know your personality, you like to say things just because you feel like people need to hear that, and it doesn't mean anything. I'm like, no, but so I started changing how I said it. Okay. Because I'm like, no, I just want you to know, because generally when I say I love you to family, especially, for some reason, I don't know how to say it like, I love you. Like the other day, my sister...
Yeah, that sounded so unnatural.
Yes, exactly.
That was terrible.
Exactly. That's my problem. It's like my sister and I went shopping, and she saw me, she's like, hey,
that sounded like you've been looking at the mirror trying to get the inflection just perfect.
Right? It sounds so weird. And like it also sounds weird because in my head it sounds weird when I start to say it. So I think I get over the top in my head. I'm like, I'm gonna say it this way, or how do I say it this way? And then it just comes out whatever. Mm. And then, like when my sister saw me and we talked, we hadn't seen each other for a while. Didn't see her from Christmas or Thanksgiving even, and like we do this little cheesy thing where we don't say I love you like normal human beings. We're like, I love you, kind of that.
Oh yeah, it's fun.
Goofy.
It's silly. Yeah,
and it's like she started doing that when I was younger, because when they would say it to me when I was younger, I reared back, and so when she did the first time, it was like one of the first times I actually said I love you back, and I think to her she registered that it was easier for me to make it goofy.
Right. Yeah.
Than it was for it to feel serious. You're smart. Yeah, and it's like I love that because like. When I say I love you to my friends and other people, I do say it in a weird inflection or whatever, because it's like I do mean it, but it doesn't feel awkward.
Yeah, I get that. I definitely get that.
And like so.
Yeah.
But either way, I still do think it's important to say I love you and do all those crazy things to people.
I totally agree, and I think that's a great spot to wrap up this week's episode. Happy Valentine's Day, and know that you are loved.
Love you guys. Yeah. That was so bad.
If only I loved you, James. You jerk.